We are live with the ROX Mods at Martinsville. It's the last oval race for a couple of weeks.
Located.
Oh, sorry. That is a video I was watching earlier. Let me put the stream up on the server, and we're going to get this race going. So, small field for the day. We had 8 qualifiers. Of course, Cole Matt's qualified 7th place. His car is in the pit lane. If he's not back by late lap 8, then he will be counted as a DNS. That being said, our lineup is Twin Turbo V6 with a time of 18.814 in first place. Second place on the front row is Nature Channel. So we got Canadian front row. Third place in the 95 is the Ibis Racing car of Nikolauts. Fourth place is Stephen Waters, I believe one of his more solid qualifying runs. Fifth place is BG. Sixth place is Kyler. Seventh place was Cole Bats. However, he is currently not in game. His car's in pits, so currently starting inside of row 4, assuming he's 7th place, is Caden Larson. That being said, everyone, if you're ready, then head to your car. We will start as soon as everyone's in the car. Alright, so we're waiting on BG and Nikolauts. Alright, everyone is there. Pace speed is going to be 50 miles an hour. Yellow flag is going to be out. We're going to clear the board. So go with the car if he goes. Nature Channel again. Okay. Get up to your position. Outside room, move up. Alright, so 7-car field so far lining up for the green. And it's some pretty heavy caliber drivers up at the front. Again, your current championship points leader, Nature Channel. Twin Turbo V6 currently up in 2nd place. We'll look at the points. Currently, as it stands, Nature Channel with 70 points, 4 points ahead of Dabcat and Evan Varney, with 62 points, 8 points behind. Neither of them making the show today. So this is a solid points race regardless of how it goes for Nature Channel. Nets one down in points. Jason Dady not currently in the season anymore. He's not in the server. Nikolauts with 44 points, 2 points ahead of Twin Turbo V6, who's been coming up fast. So far, though, as it stands, Nature Channel is pretty much clean and easy sailing here. And Net's race is a race, of course, that comes to his advantage. Last year when we ran, this race was won by Jackson Cook. When we ran at the Nets one coming up in row, that was actually won by Nature Channel. So coming up to the Nets race, that could be a race that comes to Nature Channel's advantage. We know that Nature Channel tends to be a little bit weaker on these ovals, but I do believe he has good pace today. We've been seeing a very interesting tactic during qualifying by Nature Channel. That was hitting the handbrake, and that didn't manage to get him pole position, but did manage to give him a front row starting spot. We'll see if that handbrake technique gets used. Kyler, if you can move up, that'd be appreciated. Let's get that outside row up a little. BG, you were good. I was a little confused about what was going on in the back. We currently have 7 laps till we go green, and we do need Kyler to move up. One thing to note, of course, is that we have till lap 8 for Maxwell to join the field. If he does not join that period, he is going to be counted as a DNS. That's a big lag spike. Caden, I think that was just lag on your end. But you know, you don't need a big field to make a big, exciting race. We'll see how that goes. I think we'll definitely be seeing a battle here between Nico Outs and Nature Channel today, especially as Nico starts to get a groove. He did not show up to qualifying, at least official qualifying, or practice, excuse me. So he's going to be learning the track as it goes. It's, again, a very tricky, loose setup. Kaden, can you please move yourself back? Thank you. Steve, if you could try to move up a little bit on these turns. Another thing to mention today before we start this race, the number 7 Good Wrench Dale Earnhardt tribute car. Next time he's out, I believe he'll be in a Ricky Bobby scheme. However, tonight he comes up with the red Intimidator. So Stephen Waters being the artist he's been making new cars pretty much every weekend. Another new car in the field, of course, is the Napa car, representing NH Motorsports. After Jason's retirement post-Richmond, the NH Motorsports team has filled it up with the Napa car. And just keep, yeah, that's something that twins in. All right. We are just a few laps and we go green. I do notice a lag. Can that outside row move up? It's a little bit more speed in the turns. Steve, when you're tire warming, it kind of almost causes the third row to move up too. So, currently 3 laps until we go green. Make it 2. Things are certainly starting to heat up a little bit. We need that outside row up to move up. Specifically Steve and Kyler throughout the turns. Reminder not to pass until you cross the start-finish line. One to go. Let's try our best to be side by side and Steve move up through the turns. We'll watch for jumps. Big lag spike on my end. Let's not tire warm, please. Please. We are about to start. Making our way up to turn 3. Kyler, move up. Watch the lights. Green flag's out, allow to pass Kyler. Start clean, except for Kaden, kind of iffy there. He's going to fall back. Let that stay, but that is a warning for Kaden. Watch your jumps. Alright, we're going to watch the front of the field. If somebody spins, then just stop until we see it pass. We are currently side by side between Twin Turbo V6 Nature Channel. Nature Channel trying the drift technique. We have Twin Turbo V6 doing a bit more of a grip technique. So it is drifting versus full traction, classic style of racing. Nico Outs looks like he's starting to develop a bit of a groove. Meanwhile, Steve Water currently, we got BG around, as well as Kyler, but Kyler spun afterwards, so we're going to put that one on BG. Yellow flag comes out. Here's your race back. Nico Outs looking side by side with Nature Channel coming out of turn 4. Side by side for second place, but Nature Channel gets a twin at the lead. Nico Outs in 3rd. 4th place, Steve Waters. 5th place is Kaden Larson. Kyler is going to be in 6th place, and BG will be the first spin. So, keep on racing, guys. That's unfortunate. We made it 3 laps and got a spin. course, we are single file now. Just waiting on Kyler and BG to catch up. Alright, we are together. Next lap will go green. We could have technically, but I don't want to rush it. It's early in the race. So, let's try not to drive through each other. It is single file now, so it should be a little bit easier. Only 7 cars in today's race. A bit of lag coming out Twins End. And again, do not pass a card if you enjoy cross the start-finish line. That's a really close one up on the first start there, Caden, so we are watching you. Twin Turbo V6 currently has led every lap of the race, although it got close there with Nature Channel at the start. It did start to fall a little bit back. Watch the lights. Green flag. Caden Larson with a jump will give up 1 spot. Caden Larson clear. Side by side still for the second place spot, but there is some action between BG and Caden Larson. How about the moves going on for second place? Again, guys, we were expecting to have a battle. Nature Channel doing a full-on drift. Please try your best to stay off the walls. Nico Allen's and Nature Channel side by side, but Nico's going to make the move. And Nico Allen's, as of now, stays up in second place, but Nature Channel's got some speed. It looks like the drifting technique's just not really working out, but it's still holding up that third place spot pretty good against cars of Steve Waters. Side by side still between Caden Larson and BG. Up for the, I believe that is 5th place. All right, let's go up and watch this battle going on here. Caden Larson gets loose, yellow flag, race back. That's Twin. Oh, Nico Loud's going around. Nico Loud's gonna put it in reverse, 3rd place. Got a lag spike. Looks like Kyler also spun. But Nico Loud's will be P3. Steve P4. 5th place will be BG. 6th place will be Kyler. Caden Larson was your spinner, so that's his first caution. So we're just waiting on the field to group back up. Now that was very lucky there for Nicolás, probably wiping the sweat off of his brow. Managed to spin, but did manage to do it after, just at the caution, put in reverse, managed to just save that 3rd place. So, lucky 95. And this coming lap is the one that will try to go green, so. Caden Larson spinning around under caution, not exactly sure what happened there. Watch the lights. Green flag. Lag spike in the back of the field. Caden Larson with a jump. Go back to the rear of the field. Come on, Caden. Still to the... That's enough of a penalty. Caden, if you do that again, there may be more penalties. BG looks like he's starting to get a bit of a groove. Nicolás getting very loose. We got kind of 2 groups here. Steve Waters side by side for 3rd place with Nicolás, but Nicolás is going to take that inside. And BG goes around. We're going to have our race back keep going. Was that BG's first spin? Yellow flag's coming out. Twin Turbo V6 going to get the race back. Nature Channel second place. Nico in third. And now it's a battle between Kyler and Caden. But Caden's going to be in the back. He jumped anyway, so. Yeah, he's. Okay. Alright, so Kyler is going to be ahead of BG. BG will be in the back. Caden will be behind Kyler. Caden, if you do another jump like that, you will be put to the rear of the field, behind the car that spins. If Alright, so we're just going to kind of recap what's been going on so far. First spin came out, it was look at the positions. Alright, so that was second spin for BG. Okay. So, BG, you're on your last strike. We're going to attempt to go green. Our positions are good. Watch the lights. Green flag. A little iffy on the start, but there was a lot of lag. We'll let that be an exception. Side by side between Equal Allowance and Nature Channel, so probably a bad start by Nature Channel. That's what happened there. Twin Turbo V6, a nice drift out of 4. Currently, as it stands, the top time in 18.829, set by Twin Nature Channel. Still trying the drift technique, but he's going to get a little too much bent out of shape. Steve Waters loose. Does he go around? Does he stop? We're going to caught that as yellow. That's your race back. Twin, Nico, Nature Channel, Caden Larson, Kyler, BG, and Steve Waters. That was a bit of an iffy spin, but that was a spin. So, I think NASCAR would have called a caution for something like that. Reviewing the positions. Twin, Nico, Nature Channel, Caden, Kyler, BG, Steve. Alright. Lineup is looking good. Watch for jumps. I'm going to try to go green this time. Green flag. A lot of lag in the front, but the start looked clean. Steve Waters loose and around second time, yellow flag again. Second spin for Steve. Twin Turbo V6 gets the race back. Nico in second place. Nature third, Caden fourth, BG fifth, Kyler sixth, seventh place going to be Steve Waters. Alright, so there's two people on their last strikes. That is BG and now currently Steve Waters. So, kind of a little bit close. We are, however, past the first quarter, close to halfway, at least a third. That is unfortunate by Steve. He had a really good start. But it looks like ever since the race back, he's been falling behind a little bit. We are in position. We're going to try to go green again. Green flag. Allowed to pass Caden. Nobody did it though. We are clean. Everyone makes it out too. Oh, Kyler doesn't. Uh, looked like a save. It was kind of really iffy there. That just means no strike for him, so. Nature Channel dives all the way down to the inside. Nicholas is going to make that move. So he's going to reclaim second place. Currently side by side between Steve Waters and BG. So Steve fighting hard in the Intimidator car against the Napa machine. Oh, Twin is around. The race back is happening. Nature Channel is going to get it. Steve Waters in second place, Nicholas in third, fourth is BG, Caden Larson in fifth, sixth place is Kyler and Twin. I believe he says he had a lag spike. So very unnatural circumstance. I could recall a very big lag spike that did happen. There was, of course, the disconnection at the end of the 2022 Pedro Grand Prix on the road course. That was you don't really see too many incidents like that from Twin, but as he's described it in the past, when his mom opens the fridge, some serious shit goes down. All right. How's our order looking? I think our order looks good. Watch the lights. Green flag. Allowed to pass Kyler. Clean start. Nature Channel is going to get a little loose, drifting out of two. Steve gets all the way bent out of shape, and he's going to put a reverse. I'll keep it green. Does a full 360, keeps it going. This night would have ended there, so. Side by side between Twin and Caden. Steve actually managing to keep that 6th place spot ahead of Kyler. Side by side for the lead. Nicholas and Nature Channel currently going at. Twin has been making a charge for the front. Again, he had to restart from the back, but he's been clawing his way over and over. Nature Channel doing the drift line. Nicholas with the grip line. If you watch these cars on the front, Nicholas is going to get loose, but he does manage to not spin. That'll cost him the lead and potentially second here. We're going to watch what's going on up front. Three-way battle for the lead, but here comes Twin charging through. Nature Channel side by side, but Twin's going to get out of it, and he will reclaim the lead on the same restart that he had to start from the rear. I mean, that just shows how much of a force the Twin is. So, if you guys do spin, if I don't catch you. Oh, we got a lag spike. But if you guys do spin and don't catch you, want me to call that spin, I'm watching the current battle in the front. Just stop your car and get your lap back. And you look at a strike. Bit of a long green flag here, side by side between Nicholas and Nature Channel. Nicholas is going to not get the exit that Nature did. Nature got a beautiful exit off of 4. Again, it's a bit of a drifting line going on. I think that Nature Channel is starting to do less. Kyler stopped on the back straight. We're having a race back. Twin Turbo V6 gets it. Nature Channel second place, third place to Nicholas, fourth place. After his save, Steve Waters. BG in fifth place. Caden Larson gets a little loose, but he will come across in sixth place. Kyler, get your lap back. He's going to spin under caution. That was a fairly long green flag stint there, about 10 laps or so. And you saw Twin claws away from 7th place back up to the lead. Again, still the fastest car on track. Kyler, please pass the field. Get your wave around. Give these guys a little bit of time to kind of relax a bit. This time by Twin Turbo V6 is going to finish the lead halfway through. It's not going to be a clean race. He did manage to have that spin. That was something that he believes was out of his control, a big lag spike. Can happen. And still a very unstoppable force. Again, Steven Waters with a recovery drive here. He's on his last strike. Really was close there, but he kept it going. So, I managed to do a Dennis Hauger, or I believe there's another term for it. Is Kyler on the lead lap? Yes, he is. All right, this next lap we will go green, so we're going to say yellow this time by, just kind of not rush it. So Twin has become the leader halfway through the race. So this race is now officially halfway done. I believe Kyler's on his last strike. But we will review that if he spins out again. Now closing up to turn 3 and 4. Watch the lights. Green flag. Little bit of lag, but a clean start. Caden gets a little bit too hot through 1 and 2, but he will stay out of too much trouble. Lag spike. We're good. Alright, we're going to watch what's going on for second place currently. Nicolauds in Nature Channel. Again, Nature Channel trying almost like a dirt line. Just gets completely sideways through the corners. He's kind of making it work, but it's working as well as it can. I don't think it's the completely optimal technique, but it is working out for him. At least get podium. He's currently battling with Nicolauds, again, one of the greats of the series. Side by side between Nicolauds and Nature Channel, but Nico gets more exit speed this time through coming up to turn 1. Nature Channel with a little bit of rubber banding. Nicolauds gets loose, manages not to spin himself out though. Nature Channel looks at the inside, a crossover move for second place. Nicolauds gets ahead. Got somebody on the chat, and Hayden has spun. We're going to call the race back, keep going. Is that the last spin? And that saves Steve from a DNF. Twin Turbo V6, Nicolauds, Nature Channel. We're going to see how many spins Cadence had. BG, Kyler, Steve. All right. Caden Larson had a spin on lap 10. That was the second spin for BG. That was the second spin for Steve. That's a twin spin. Okay. All right, so Caleb, Caden only has one spin, so he's good. All right, we're gonna go green on lap 50. We'll just change Caden's laps. Try to get this through. flag. The race for the clock continues. A lot to pass Kyler. Once again, the interesting start technique by Caden. Anyways, Twin Triple V sits currently at the lead. Nikolau's second place. Third place currently Nature Channels. How about Steve Waters? He's had a bit of a rough start. Do we have somebody around? No, we don't. Steve had to restart from basically back. How about Nature Channel Nikolaus? Yeah, these two have been battling throughout the day, just in the shadow of your leader, Twin Turbo V sits, in between cautions. There's currently 3 drivers on their last strikes. Again, that's BG, Larson, and Steve. Oh, Nico gets loose. He goes around. We'll be calling the yellow for that. Keep going. Twin Turbo V sits will get the race back. We got a big lag spike. Twin Nature Channel, BG, Steve. Looks like Caden and Tyler have trouble keeping it straight. That'll be Kyler in the 5th place spot, 6th place to Caden. Alright. Looks like we've got a bit of a discussion there for 3rd place, so we're going to watch that last restart. The race back. So again, there's the spin that Nikolaus had. Big lag spike. And BG... Hard to tell at the line, but it looks like that Steve Waters got it by the board. So. Nikolaus, if you could pull back to the rear of the field. Of course, being the cause of caution. Alright, we're going to try to go green this time. Currently coming up to 20 to go soon. Nikolaus is going to be a car to watch. Kyler, back it off from BG. Okay. Yellow flag, stay yellow. Try not to be driving through each other, guys. Caden, Nico. It's kind of on Kyler. Watch the lights. Green flag. We'll let that start be. That was iffy by Caden. Nikolaus passes 2 cars. And we are making our way up. Kyler's around, yellow flag. Twin Turbo V sits, Nature Channel, Steve Waters, Nikolaus, Caden Larson, BG, and I think that might be Kyler's night. Yeah, some of the quality of drivers is not what it used to be. That's 1 spin for Kyler. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 for Kyler. Okay. Are we having a debate for positions? Is that what's going on here? Twin Turbo V6, Nature Channel, Steve Waters 3rd, 4th place Nicolaus, Caden Larson 5th place, 6th place BG, 7th place is Kyler. Again, 2 out of 3. Alright. We're going to attempt to go green this time. Hopefully it stays green. A lot of you guys are pretty much on your last strike. I think the only people that aren't is Nico, Nature Channel, and Twin. Yeah. So, you guys should probably try to stay as clean as you can if you want to finish this. The point of no return, or as in point where you can work with, that's going to be lap 72, 10 to go from now. Watch the lights. Green flag. If we start with Nico, but look like the lag spike. Twin Turbo V6 currently set off in the front. Nicolaus is claimed back the 3rd place spot this time. It's going to be a hunt for the front. Meanwhile, it looks like Nature Channel is starting to get a bit of a groove of how the track runs. And he's actually closing in a little bit on Twin. Half a second is the current gap. We got a lag spike. Twin slapping the outside wall ever so slightly. And Nature Channel is still clawing out that gap with Twin. I think Twin might have gotten about a 10th this time. Yes, he did. Stephen Waters around the outside of Caden Larson. Caden Larson battling for the 4th place spot. Caden will get it done. Caden Larson around yellow flag. Getting tonight's done. Twin Turbo V6, Nature Channel, Nicolaus 3rd, P4 is going to Steve Waters. And BG in 5th, Kyler spins out. Alright, well, Caden, if you want to be flown, I can fly you. Now down to 10 to go. If we make it 2 more laps, that would be nice. Yeah, you're done. I can fly you. Too many spins. Remember, there's still Steve, BG, and Kyler. All the extra cars are out of the way. Just stay off the racing surface and you're good. We're going to try to go green this time. Down to 6 cars out of 8 qualifiers. I believe that might be Austin Dunn in the stands, but I mean, if he's chill, he can chill. Watch the lights. Green flag. 3 wide into turn 1, but Twin Triple V sits, of course, at the helm of it, but here's Nature Channel. Nature Channel loose, yellow flag. Oh, we're going to do a race back, we're going to call a red. Twin Triple V sits, Nicolai, Steve Waters, PG, Kyler, and Nature Channel, red flag. Just so we can try to get our laps oriented. That is unfortunate. Try to restart with as many laps as there is to finish. But that being said, everyone now that is on track, you guys officially are scored as finishers. You'll score at whatever position by lap. So if you pull off now, and whoever finishes the lap ahead of you will be ahead of you. So if one of you guys spins out, you'll still be counted as a race. You just won't make it to the finish, but you will be scored. So that being said, I think we're good with the lineup. So we're gonna go yellow again. Go in the car if he goes. Oh, Twin's not ready. Twin's not ready. All right, now he's ready, I think. So when Twin goes. Alright, well, we are down to 6 cars. Again, there's one that's going to have to make his way through a lot of field, but I think he could do it, especially if there's a luck of an extra restart here. It could just about be enough. We're going to go with 5 to go. If we have another caution, we will be doing overtime. Flag. Allowed to pass that car. Kyler. It's just a rush for the front here. Nature Channel side by side for the 3rd place spot with Steven Waters. Squig and BG gets a little loose. Nature Channel now absorbs 3rd place. Again, he was holding up to Twin. It had to take something catastrophic for things to change. Nico gets loose. That was free heat. 3 to go. If we make it to the white flag, that's going to be where the race ends. That's Steve's night. Yellow flag's out. We're going to go for an overtime. All right, Steve. Good news, you are still finishing 6th place. But bad news is that you're gonna have to pull it off. So, a lot of spins tonight. Yeah. So you're gonna be scored as 6th place, but this is your night. I'll give you fly. Tough luck. Did make it to the last 10%, so you're still in the points. Another good race for the most part, though, Steve. All right. We're gonna go green on lap 81, so we're gonna stay yellow one more lap. If we make it to the white flag, that is how the race is going to end, unless something big happens. I'll just go for another overtime. If we don't, we're just going to go for another round of overtime. So far, our original top 3 is set up. This could be the last restart. Yeah, you're fine. Watch the lights. That was a good start by Twin. Side by side for second place, Nature Channel and Nikolauts. We make our way down the back straight. Do we stay clear or spins? No, we don't. Kyler gets around. That'll be his night. Here, down to 4 cars. All right. Eight starters, 4 finishers. Join the club, Kyler. I'll give you a flag. Kyler's still going to be scored as 5th place. I'll try that one again. All right, so one more car that has a spin. But this is going to be a very good points race for BG. His first time racing for NH Motorsports and just surviving this. Today at Martinsville, it's looked like a survival race. Hit that 3 spin limit, that's pretty much it. So, lap 84, we're going to go green, so watch the lights. Green flag. That was a good start by Nature Channel and Twin. Yeah, we just need to make our way around. Here's Nico down the inside of Nature Channel. Twin Turbo V6 leading us off. We just had to make it to the finish. Yeah. So it is the big 3 still out here on the track. Nature Channel down the inside. Twin Turbo V6, white flags out. This is how the race ends. One last time through 1 and 2. Twin with a car just behind him. As long as he can hold him off, he's got the finish. Now turn number 4, Twin Turbo V6 wins it. Nature Channel 2nd place, Nico in 3rd. Twin's gonna go for doubles. BG will manage to finish the race in 4th place, taking home a solid points finish. And it is straight to donuts for Twin. Tough race today, reminiscent of Daytona in 2025. I'll write down those results. All right, we got your results in. And let's get our interview with your race winner, Twin Turbo V6. We'll get the rest of you guys. Again, we have 6 finishers. Caden Larson, unfortunately, is just a little bit shy, but stick around if you want to interview. All right, let's get this photo of Twin. Yeah, you could get interviewed if you actually still are scored as a finisher. You just not across the checkered flag. And it looks like we got your car upside down, but Twin taking another Martinsville clock home tonight. You got the weekend swept. How are the cars today?
Very slidey, I would say, on exit at least, but overall they're not bad. I decided to run keyboard pretty much the whole session, which was actually nicer for once than controller. I just thought it was a little more challenging, but yeah, honestly, pretty good race. Other than the little lag spike, which really scared me for a second. Like I was just coming out of the corner, exit on throttle, had a little bit of a correction there, and then my game just froze, controls just froze, and I was in the wall like the next frame, and I'm like, what happened? Like I think it was just a unlucky thing that just happened. I really couldn't do anything about it. Um, but other than that, yeah, the race was pretty solid. Nothing really to complain about.
Maybe the
Although,
amount of cautions.
I guess I don't know. It's kind of normal at this point for me. I've been doing this long enough, so
This might be the most
kind of get
cautions
used
I've
to
ever
it.
seen. This genuinely might be the most
Maybe
cautions I've ever seen. So, thank you guys for
I don't
pacing
know.
pretty good today. Nobody had any issues with pacing. So,
Actually, that is true. True to
um,
point out, honestly, but
had plenty of
maybe
practice.
one of the better pacing standards today for sure.
Squidward. Squidward. Squidward.
Well, next race
Yeah.
we go out to the Monroe Street Circuit. A little bit of a look back to the UD days. I hope that Nico gets that being set up, but if we see you there or not, whatever happens, happens. Looks like you
Most
got
likely.
2 in a row. That'd be awesome.
I've never raced there in these ROX mods. I've driven there for like testing for like Nico and a couple other guys, but I've never actually raced there, so I'll definitely try to show up for sure.
All right, well, that's great to hear, Twin. We do know that those road courses are also even more in your element, so hope to
Especially
see some,
street circuits.
yeah, wall to wall. So that should be in your element, Twin. Good luck coming up to the next time by over in, after a little break, and congratulations on winning another Martinsville clock.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you there,
Honestly
Twin.
though, thanks to Nature and Nico for making this race like kind of exciting because everyone was just kind of like in their own group, and they just have like Nico and Nature just like battling it out. So honestly, if it wasn't for them, this race would pretty much just be like a DRS
National
train type
Steam
of
Room.
race. Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it was a good race. Good job once again on the second Martinsville clock you've won this weekend. Unfortunately, there's not a whole, we kind of ran out of supply, so that's why we were a little short in classes this time by this year. Martinsville clocks don't come cheap, so.
Back to bankrupting SLC.
Yep. And me in debt. I'm still in debt to a lot of people. Thank you there, Twin. We do not have Nature Channel for your interview, so we're going to move on to Nico Alex. We heard you did a boat race. Hopefully you did good there. Today looked like a bit of a back and forth race. Also had a spin, but you managed to come up into third place by the end of it. What happened for you today, Nico?
I can't really say too much. The entire race I was more or less trying to figure out the car. I will admit I'm not the biggest fan of it. It loves to understand like a boat into the turn and then wants to understand like a viper coming out of it. It's pretty. I found it quite a little irritating, but third place is yeah. I mean, yeah, it's good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just a little sad I couldn't give the other two a bit of a harder challenge. But yeah, no, I had fun. Track is quite nice. Just wish the card is rotate a little nicer, but pretty happy with third place.
So, Nico, something to mention about the next race coming up. You are the most experienced driver that I'm expecting, probably, if at all, to show up. Monroe. A little bit of a new
Ah,
track. Yeah.
no. I'm gonna just put that there. No. And the reason being is I've driven the track, yes. However, I've driven it with cars that you're meant to drift the turns, and then immediately zip off into a straight line. And the HASTA does not drive like that. So I guess I do know the track, but it's going to be a completely different experience with these cars.
I'll let you know that was my point for you idiot. Stop flying cars into grandstands. Stay.
All right. Well, Nico, congrats on the third place today. Hopefully, we'll see you over at Monroe. Whatever the Porsche Cups are running that weekend, we'll make sure to announce it. If they're not running, we're gonna make that back straight a whole lot wider. Should make some a little bit more space, a little less stress. That part of the track. So, thanks for coming by, Nico. And
Yep.
we're just gonna continue down the order. So, somebody that managed to get a very good points race today managed to actually finish a race. We got BG.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You sound like the meme with like, yeah, I'm not gonna go forward with that. So managing a top 4, your second ROX Mod race, that's a pretty good thing to say. It was a very hard race. You, like a lot of the drivers, were pretty much on the limits of spin, excuse me. But you managed to keep it clean to the very end. What happened today's race?
So I was spinning out at the start of the race, and after my second spin, I was not gonna push it as hard as I was, but at the start, and then that's what caused me to fall back behind a bunch, and then cars got DNF'd for spinning, and then I came back up and just got fourth. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you got it done. NH Motorsports, overall, fairly solid performance for the team. So, good job on that. Next
Thank you.
track we plan to go to is a road course, but after that we'll be doing our Indiana sweep, and that might be a little bit more your pace. Of course, the next little track is going to be Mount Lawn. So,
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to the people that are still scored as finishers, but just couldn't make it to the checkered flag?
Well, I want to thank Speedy for making the paint scheme. It was done at least Wednesday, and I didn't expect it to be in the game obviously in this track. Yeah, I just want to thank him for getting it done, and yeah.
All right. Thanks for showing up for today's race, and hopefully we'll see you next time by.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Next week's an off week, actually.
Oh wait, it is. All right,
Yeah.
then whatever.
All right, so next one down the order. He did not make the checkered flag, but he did manage to finish 90% of the race. He will be scored as 5th place. It is.
Aren't you wanting to run the track?
Huh?
Aren't you wanting to run the track?
Oh yeah. Actually, I forgot about it.
Robo, can you someone follow me and spawn me a new car, please? Because this dude.
I can fly you a car back.
No, I already got the car in garage pits. It's just broken now, and I just wanted to be on quiet and not out of the finish.
Okay. I'll do that after the interviews. So was it you or Kyler, to clarify, who spun out? I think it was Kyler. Right? It was Kyler.
Last one to.
Yeah. So, scoring today 5th place at least. So
That's a plus.
that is a plus. Looked like a very tough race, however. So, what was going on today?
I just kept on getting loose. That's really it. I was pushing too hard, and I thought was gonna be able to get a good line on BG going into turn 1, but I didn't, and ended up hitting the inside wall, and I caused the last caution that got me DNF'd. Tried to keep it going though, but it didn't really work because I was pinned up against the wall. But
Well,
it's a harder race than I thought.
this is probably going to be the toughest race of the season. It seemed like this setup didn't work exactly as well as I was hoping it for. So, we'll probably go for a higher grip setup in the future.
Like me and BG were practicing with the other setup, and we were doing pretty good. But this setup, it was a good setup. It just was loose for this track, and I'm not the best with these kind of setups. So
Well, you did what you could. Still managing to take home a decent points day. So congratulations on that, Kyler.
thanks.
All right. We got 2 more interviews to do. We have Turbo, otherwise known as Stephen Waters, managing a pretty good start, but a lot of back and forth. And unfortunately, today, you're just gonna have to settle with the sixth place. So, what happened in today's race, Steve?
I could tell you that I held fourth for the good majority of the race until those three cautions happened. Then I should have not. Like I tried to save one. I tried to save it on my last caution, but it just didn't help it. I spin out a little loose, and I didn't like it. So it is what it is. They can take a P at 6. Just sucks that I could have finished with a P4 overall, but it is what it is.
We saw that spin you made, but you managed to pretty much keep it completely going, and actually managed to not even fall into the back. So, what was going on that 1-360 that you made?
Oh well, I spun out like I said, and I spun out, saved it, and kept it rolling. It's like these tracks are pretty much technical, like you could see it like every other short track out there, especially if it's a local short track, fancy short track, you know, and et cetera, et cetera. It just sucks again in that I couldn't help save it on my last caution, but it is what it is. I'll just pick up the pieces and move on from there. And yeah, fortunately our day ended like this. So
I was gonna mention I loved that car that you had today, the Intimidator. I believe when we were running the Tier 1 Grand Prix, we'll probably be seeing the Rookie Bobby car, but again, I love these new schemes that you come out with every week.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you there, Steve. We got one more interview, and that's somebody that unfortunately did not make the cut to the finish, was just a few laps short. That is Caleb. Caleb? Just say Caden. Got your name wrong. Sorry. Caden Larson. What went on today's race? No interview? Okay. All right. Well, that being said, that is going to wrap it up for the weekend. We are going to have an off week, so no races next weekend. We will be back in 2 weeks. That's going to give us a lot of time to refine the Monroe Street Circuit. We are going to make the back straight wider. There is no pit lane to use this year. We'll have it ready to use if it ever comes about in the future. However, I believe we are just going to go without the pits. That being said, it was fun to run here. It was a little bit of a rough weekend. We had a lot of spins. Again, as I've said, reminiscent of the Daytona race that we had last year. 7 starters and only 4 finishers. I guess it does beat the record at Daytona, but that was a pretty rough race today. So, next race we got, again, 2 weeks, we'll be at the Monroe Street Circuit, one of the 2 temporary tracks we have on the schedule, and the only true street circuit going through the cities of Monroe, just south of Charlotte, North Carolina. Expect some fun racing there. Gonna work hard to make it a good setup. Next oval race, of course, we're gonna be out 3 weeks, and we'll be up in Indiana at Mount Lawn. So, see you guys at Mount Lawn, and after that, we'll be going through the madness of Indiana.
Are we doing the Daytona short track or backstretch track?
We already did that.
We already did that. Okay. I didn't know because I remember it last year when I
Yeah, that's
my first
usually race number 3, so pretty early on in the season. We got through a couple of races, and well, it looks like today was a bit of a rough run. Hopefully, we can keep that inertia we had going up to the next race again at the Monroe Street Circuit. We'll pump out a good setup for everyone. So, that being said, thank you guys for coming tonight, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And thus concludes the stream tonight.